Hi, folks. My name's Julie Wilson. I just want to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of information about myself. So you might be wondering, why would you take any notice of anything that's on this website? Why would you listen to me? Well, I've been earning more than, a lot more than a full-time income now on the internet for the last 15 years. And I did start on the internet back in 1995. And now we're not talking about network marketing, MLM, or any of those things, Forex, or any of these deals where it's either extremely difficult or you've got to speak to people on the telephone or, there's a good chance that you're going to lose money. We're talking about legitimate systems that will earn you a guaranteed few $100s per week just as a starting point. Now, my income that I have been earning, and I've also, connected and helped hundreds, if not thousands, of other people over the years to do the same thing. And some of those people are actually earning, 5 figures a month now, and some of them are earning, 6 figures a year. So I have worked with an awful lot of people. Now, these sorts of incomes, of course, do change your life and allow you to do this pretty much anything that you want to do because they give you the time freedom. Working on the internet also gives you the time freedom as well as the income to live the kind of lifestyle that only a few percent of people in the world ever do live. Now, back in 1995, when I started, I had actually never left the country. I didn't even have a passport, which might sound crazy, but I was just one of these people who'd never done it. In fact, I had really struggled for a long time just to pay bills and just normal living expenses. The idea of traveling abroad, even going on a holiday or anything, it was just out of my league. I just couldn't do it. I had young children back at that time, and life was really pretty tough financially, although we were very happy, don't get me wrong, but financially it was hard. Now that has changed a lot, okay? It's like a different world I live in now, to be honest. I've been to 11 countries. Um, I work with, actually do a lot of charity work, to be honest, as well. And this kind of income allows you to do the sorts of things that you really want to do. It's also allowed me to, put my children through their education, through their higher education, college and university educations that they wanted. And of course, this is so expensive these days with accommodation and everything else that without me being able to supplement and pretty much pay for everything for them, they would not have been able to do it. This is where I live, by the way. I have a farm over here in Ireland. I really like an outdoor lifestyle. I don't farm animals or anything like that. You see a few cows there, just there to actually keeping the grass down, that's all. But I like the outdoor kind of lifestyle. I'm not a person who likes to sit in front of the computer all day. This is just a photograph of my son, just a recent photograph there. I don't want to bore you, just want to show you that I'm just like everybody else. That's him in the front row in the middle in front of the microphone. He's just graduated from a theology course, which is entirely self-funded. Means that there was no government funding available for this course, so it had to be funded actually by myself. But again, that was no problem because of the income I earn on the internet. My daughter, I just paid for her and her boyfriend to go to Dubai on holiday. In a few months' time, she's actually going to be making me a grandmother. And again, my uh, career here on the internet means that my new granddaughter will be able to have, everything that she needs. Like a lot of other people, I also have some pets. I have some little dogs, and in fact, I went to Spain and I rescued these little dogs from the street. They were street dogs. In fact, this is just three of them here, but I have 10, and it cost a lot of money to get these dogs, to rescue these dogs, bring these dogs back to health over in Spain, and then transport these dogs to Ireland. It cost, in fact, it was way up over £30,000 sterling, which is about $50,000, just to do this. And again, without the incomes that I earn, the life that I have through working online, I would not have been able to do that at all. And again, just to stress, this is not about sitting in front of your computer all day. I like to take a day off. I like to take several days off. In fact, I like to take a few weeks off at a time if I'm going to be traveling or going on holiday or something along those lines. So this is not about spending 12 hours a day in front of the computer. I have heard many horror stories. In fact, no, I actually was one of those horror stories at one time. Before I figured out how this really works and the best way to do this, I was one of those people spending 12 hours in front of my computer and getting absolutely nowhere. And I did that, believe it or not, I did that for a number of years. But something kind of changed, and it was a case of I came across some people. I just got in with the right people, the right systems, the right way of doing things, and I kind of cracked it. And now I'm able to pass that on to people like yourself who may have tried many things in the past, or maybe you haven't tried anything at all yet, in which case, that's great because you're going to be saved all that heartache. Now, don't delay, because delaying is just delaying your future. We all have limited time in this world, and procrastination, it really is the thief of time. I know it's an old cliche, but it is so true. Go and fill in the questionnaire on this website. There's no obligation, but by doing that, that lets me see, and that lets us see. I have 2 full-time assistants as well, so one of us will be getting back to you with what we think is right for you as far as what time that you have spare. You don't need a lot of time, by the way, a maximum of an hour a day, 5 days a week, but perhaps you have a little less than that, and perhaps you do have more than that. Maybe you're in the position where you're not working, so you have more time. Either way, that's fine. It'll also let us see what your budget is, bearing in mind that around about $100 is the highest cost here. The highest cost here. That's the top system, and even if you only have $50 or less as a starting budget, we do have a way for you to start earning $300 to $500 a week very, very quickly, within a matter of a couple of weeks or even less. Once you're earning those sorts of incomes on a regular basis, it's not a fortune, but it's a start, and it will give you the confidence. You will start to feel entirely different about working for yourself and generating an income from the internet. And from there on, you can move to bigger and better things. So again, don't delay, fill in that questionnaire. Let's get some information to you so we can see if we can get you started.